arm blink home security system. Alexa on the wrist, baby. How you like that? Of course, Alexa on the mobile. And you can activate it by just saying, "Hey Siri, open Alexa."
You'll need to unlock your iPhone first.
And it's completely hands-free. And then there's the Alexa app. So they're making things really cool, aren't they? They're making it very nice. Hopefully this is okay, this video quality here. I got you on the dash and we're going for a ride, and I thought I'd take a moment because I've been actually thinking about some stuff to talk to you guys about, and now's the time to talk about it because the season is coming. And so now's when everybody can break out their calendars and you can start looking at who you have and, you know, where you're marketing, where you're putting out business cards or business card magnets or flyers or door hangers or whatever it is that you're doing. And I want you guys to be able to take the opportunity to set your scheduling up for success. And so I run my business on a 14-day schedule out here because I just can't. I mean, there's some people around here that have 7-day schedules. I don't know how they find customers that can afford that. I can't. But, you know, if somebody asks me to do it more often than 14 days, I would certainly do it. 10 days is kind of rough because it kind of throws off where you are. 14 days for me is perfect. 21 days sucks and it's just too long in between cuts. And 7 days would be great as well. And the reason why 7 or 14 is my primary days is because something I want you guys to do as you start putting your business together for 2020, you start digging out of the snow and everything, and you start setting up your schedule, is my suggestion to you guys is not to load everybody up in 1 week. Even if you only have 5 or 6 accounts and you want to go out and do all those 5 or 6 accounts in one day, that's great. But if you can start marketing in specific neighborhoods to build your routes up, then what I want you to do is take as many of those houses that are in different neighborhoods and make them on different days, or at least as close as possible. And I mean, only you know how much time you have to work if you're side hustling or if you're full-time, whatever the case may be. But I don't want you guys to set up your day where you're driving all over God's creation and then the next day a customer calls and says, "Yeah, can you do it tomorrow?" And you just drove way out to some far ass place. You know, it's kind of the luck of the draw. You never know what you're going to get, but you can plan for it. You can be prepared for that sort of stuff. So what I want you to do is set your days up where you go to 1 neighborhood a day or 2 neighborhoods a day. If you have so many accounts, 3 neighborhoods a day. And if you have 4 lawns in 1 neighborhood, then do 2 on Wednesday, say, or Thursday, whatever, and do the other 2 the next Wednesday or Thursday, exactly 7 days later. And then that way you go to that neighborhood twice, well, 4 times in a month, but you go to that neighborhood once a week, every week. Or if you have so many lawns, twice. But if you don't, let's just say you go there and you build your business up. So every Thursday you go there and you side hustle 4 lawns, or you full-time work 10 yards on a Thursday. In this neighborhood and that neighborhood. The next Thursday, you're right back in that very same neighborhood doing another 3 yards or 4 yards or 10 yards or 6 yards. And the reason why I want you to do it that way and not some today and some tomorrow is because you never know what's going to happen with your marketing, and you never know what's going to happen with customers. So first off, right off the bat, it's Thursday and you go to Strumming Acres and you mow 4 lawns in Strumming Acres, and then Friday you got to go do 3 yards in some other neighborhood. Okay, well, Friday at 2 o'clock in the afternoon a customer calls from one of your business card magnets and says, "Yeah, I live in Strumming Acres. When can you do my yard?" And you're like, "Well, shit, You just put all your equipment away. You just took a shower. You're done for the weekend. You were just in Strumming Acres yesterday. You don't go back for Strumming Acres in 2 weeks because you just did them all yesterday, and you're like, crap. All right, I'll come out tomorrow, I guess, or I'll be there Monday. Now you got to go all the way to Strumming Acres to do one crummy yard. And then you got to try to jump them around and flip them around. Say, okay, look, I'm going to do you this time, and I've done this. I'm going to do you today, but your day's normally going to be on Thursday, not this Thursday, but the next Thursday. So I'm going to do it today, but I'm going to be back in 10 days to get you on schedule with everybody else. And the customers are like, okay. But here's what you can do. Go back to Strumming Acres for 2-3 yards already scheduled next Thursday. So then you can tell the client, you can say, hey, look, yeah, I just did your neighborhood yesterday. Can you wait till Thursday? Now, hopefully it's not yesterday. Hopefully it's more like they call you Monday and you say, okay, you don't even have to tell them anything. You just say, oh, okay, sweet. Let me get you in on Thursday. I'll be in your area Thursday. We'll get you all cleaned up for the weekend. Oh, fantastic. And there you go. So if you can do that every day of every week in every neighborhood, then you're never going to get caught with your pants down when a customer calls you on Tuesday and you just did that neighborhood on Friday. And then they're like, yeah, I need my yard cut. And you're like, crap, man. So on Tuesday, you can say, okay, well, I can be there Friday. Let me get you scheduled in on Friday because you're going back there anyways. So that's a big thing to think about as you're putting your business together, as you're putting your plan together on who you're going to cut, when you're going to cut them. Of course, put your favorite customers closer to the weekend, the ones that earn that. Put your newer customers, slow payers, whatever, Monday, Tuesday, if you can. But what it all boils down to is the neighborhood. Put your neighborhood, make sure you go into that neighborhood every 7 days, or at least very close to that neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? Like I got my hood, and then I got a hood across the street. And then I got another hood, and I got another hood. It doesn't matter. They're all within walking distance of my house, basically. And so, but that's not the way it always is. And if you're a full-time lawn guy, this is what you do, then you might be spread out over 20, 30 miles, where you're working. And you certainly don't want to drive 20 miles tomorrow, cut 4 yards, which is okay. I mean, you make 80, 100, 120 bucks, whatever your market is out there. You make that money, and that's great. But you don't want to have to drive another 20 miles in 2 days to go make $40 or $50. That sucks. You want to be able to push them to the next scheduled day. So make sure you have that day scheduled. And even if you don't have a day for extra lawns, let's just say you got 3 yards in Strumming Acres. Do all 3 yards on Thursday. But next Thursday, don't schedule yards for someplace on the other side of town, because you might be building Strumming Acres to 5 yards on Thursday, and then the next 5 yards on the next Thursday. Now you got 5 and you got 5. So that's how you can work it, right? So you got to kind of think ahead. You got to look at your calendar, something that's really good to do, because you can get lost in a computer. You can miss the big picture in a computer and with programs and stuff like that. If you get one of them big day planner calendars, and big bastards, you can get them at Office Depot, you can get them at a lot of places, and you can actually write down Thursdays Strumming Acre, Thursdays Strumming Acre. So every Thursday put Strumming Acre, that way or Strumming Acres and another neighboring town or neighboring community, whatever, that way. And then on Friday put another name and another area that you want to grow in. If you might not even have any lawns there, but you're going to pick up yards there. You're going to put yard signs out while you're working. You're going to be putting out business card magnets. You're going to be doing things. So write that down for Friday. Write that down for Wednesday. But make it every Wednesday, make it every Friday, make it every Thursday, etc., etc. That way you always have that day available for the new customer, and especially if you're on a 14-day schedule, it works out great, because the next point is little lady comes out when you show up to cut, and she says, oh, I'm having company over, they're going to be here in the next few minutes, can you come back next week? And it's like, no, I can't. because I'm not going to be here next week, you know? We've gone through this before. But now you can. Now you can say, okay, not a problem. Yeah, I'm going to be back out here next Thursday. That's fine. That's between you and your customer. If you want to charge extra, if it's going to be too tall, whatever. But at least you have that day now where you can say, okay, yeah, because you know tomorrow you're going to be 20 yards or 20 miles the other way. You know, and on Saturday and Sunday you don't want to work unless you're side hustling, but Saturday and Sunday you might not have time to go back to miss whatever. You might have a baseball game you're going to for your kids or something, right? So this way it gives you that day that you can bleed lawns off when life happens. And life is going to happen all year. So you can do it that way too. So that was something I really wanted to talk to you guys about. Now's a really good time to do that, to get everything set up. You know, thinking ahead, planning ahead. Write it out on the calendar. Write down the neighborhoods you want to work in Monday through Friday, and then go out and target those neighborhoods with your business cards or your business card magnets or your flyers or your door hangers. Get on Facebook. What is it? Is it Facebook Marketplace or something like that? And sell your business. Put your ad out there. I don't do it, but you can. Because I'm very specific with where I work, so I don't want to sit there and just have a blanket thing out there where people are calling from all over, all different towns and stuff. I don't want to do that. But I just don't want to waste my time or their time. I want to know when my phone rings, as seldom as it does, it is going to be a client. They know what their price is going to be. They are in the area where I work. All I got to do is answer the phone. That's all I got to do. And then boom, I'm in like Flynn, and I'm going to go ahead and have that account. No wasted time going to do estimates and all that stuff. That's the lawn price. And then of course when you get there, if there's something crazy, and I always tell them that too, you know, they'll say, oh, does that include us? I'll be like, well, I mean, are you on a corner lot or a huge pie-shaped lot? They say no. I say, okay, you got the basic builder's landscape going on, you know, your few viburnums and a little bit of pine straw, maybe some mulch here and there. Yep, yeah, okay, there you go. If they say, oh no, we've had some stuff done, I say, okay, well, the lawn will be this price, and then let me take a look at what you got going on there, and I'll let you know if there's anything extra for anything else that you may have done. So that's why I do it the way I do it, in specific neighborhoods. Target only those neighborhoods, only the neighborhoods I want to work in, and I can put the price right on the business card, because I know that those business cards are going on the yards that I'm happy with that price. Because, yeah, it'd be nice to make $45 or $50 on a cut sometimes, sure, but that makes your cut further and farther in between, and you got more travel, because you can line up a whole lot of $40 yards and you're not losing anything. You're really not. The money that you're saving by lining them up, offering discounts to people. Yeah, you know, normally your yard would be 45 bucks, but I do the neighbor over there and I do that one right there, and I'm doing them both for 40. So if you let me do yours for 40, I'll do all three of you together at the same time. It'll look really nice. You lose $5. No, you don't. You don't lose anything. You might lose $45 if you tell them $45 and you hard nose it, because they might be like, no, I can get somebody for 30. Okay, well, kiss my ass. Okay, well, you're out $45, or you're out $40. You just lost $40. So, I mean, there's a time to be a hard ass. There's a time to raise your prices, you know, but not when you're side hustling and you're trying to make ends meet. I mean, you can get out there and make $20 if that's all you can freaking do, and that's what you do. What are you going to do? Sit at home and make nothing when you can go out and at least make 25 or 30? I mean, at least do something, you know, at least try. You can always raise your prices as you get too busy. But hey, I mean, $10, $30 yards in a week is 300 bucks. You do that 4 weeks, that's $1,200. You just paid your mortgage and a car payment for doing $10, $30 yards. Or you can sit home and play that, oh, I don't drop my rent for less than $50. Okay, that's fine too. More power to you. Hopefully you can get that way in the future. But right now you're hungry. And that's why you're watching my channel, because I talk to the hungry. So that's a little bit about scheduling I wanted to talk to you guys about. And then as far as like the business cards, the business card magnets and all that stuff, man, I keep them with me at all times. Sometimes I drive down the street, I roll down my window on sunny days and I throw it out and I hope it sticks to a car. I'm kidding. But yeah, I mean, keep these magnets with you. You never know what's going to come up. You might, for some reason, you might be an Uber driver and you might be slow and you got your Uber on your phone. And you can go to a neighborhood, park your car, have your Uber on your phone, go listen to music with some earbuds and drop some business card magnets off, or drop some business cards off. Business cards are different than doing the magnets. The magnets I put right on the back of the mailbox now. Boop. I walk down the sidewalk, boop, right on the back of the mailbox. Words facing the house with the pole right here. Well, the pole would be here, the mailbox. And I stick it right on it, and people can see everything that's going on my business card. Leave a little bit hanging over like that. So when they come up to it, they can peel it right off and they can feel that it's a magnet, and they save that stuff, man, and it really pays off. Now, if you can't afford the magnets, that's fine. Try to just get regular business cards. What I do with those, walk right up to the door, don't knock, don't bother anybody, try to be quiet, don't disturb the pets. Walk up to the door, stick it in the crack of the door at about eye height, boop, right there. Just stick it in the crack of the door. If they got a storm door and you can't get it in there, I lay it on the stoop. If I can't do that, if they got like a couple nice little decorative chairs and maybe a little patio set on their front porch, I'll leave it right on the coffee table there, or whatever the hell it's called, the patio table. That's how I do it. I don't knock. Knocking on doors will get your ass chewed out, yelled at, shot, bitched at. Oh, this is a no soliciting neighborhood. Blah, 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 blah. Whatever. Just leave the business card and walk away. You might get a call every once in a while. Whatever. Who cares? I mean, people complaining. Whatever. No HOA's ever called the police. Nobody's ever done anything. The only time you're ever going to get in trouble is you start knocking on doors. And I guess nobody really gets in trouble, because the Jehovah Witnesses and all the Bible beaters, they sure do come around, right? Don't they? They come around. They knocking on doors. I live in a covenant-governed neighborhood, and it says, this is a covenant-governed neighborhood, no soliciting. And a big-ass sign. They sure are knocking on the doors. I got the Blink camera system that I can talk to them and tell them, what you want? We want you to get with Jesus. Baby Jesus is in the tub right now. I got baby Jesus right here. He's in the tub right now. Oh, Lord. I mean, mess with him all you want with the Blink camera system. I love it. It's a lot of fun, actually. But yeah, business cards, business card magnets, okay? And your scheduling. I'm out for a drive right now. I'm getting my settlement check for a workman's comp issue. So I went to go, they called me up and said my check is ready to be picked up months and months and months and months later. So this is like found money, so I'm kind of excited. Somebody asked me if I had a crack in my watch face. I did until last night. Wet. I got a an Apple III watch in the mail yesterday for free. I earned it, and I immediately sold it because I don't want an Apple III watch. If I was going to get an Apple Watch, I might as well get an Apple 5 because it does all the things that it does. But to be honest with you, I don't want to take my watch off and charge it every day or every other day. And that's what you got to do with these new Apple Watches, because they're really app-oriented. They're always running something. If not, you might as well just go get a freaking analog Timex, right? So they're always doing something. The cool thing about Fitbit is these batteries last like 4 or 5 days. So it's a like you can literally go 5 days on a Fitbit before you have to take it off. And I know, first world problems. Oh, woesy me! I gotta take my watch off and charge it. Yeah, freaking, it's a pain in the ass, man. And then you forget that you have the watch. That and then you leave the house, you don't have your watch, and it's like, oh crap. But I really enjoy Fitbit because God, is there any place to park? I really enjoy Fitbit because of the community that I'm a part of, and you can look me up on the FitBit app at DansVlog, all one word, DansVlog, and it's capital D, capital V. And then I really enjoy that, and it tracks your sleep, and it gives you your sleep score. It shows you your sleep cycle, and that is so important. If there's anything that's important in your life, it's proper nutrition and proper rest. Because without those two things, anything else you do is tearing you down. So you have to be able to build yourself back up, or you're not going to be able to continue to tear yourself down, and your hustle is going to turn to junk. So I can track my sleep cycles on here. I know if I'm getting enough rest. I've made adjustments in my bedroom, and it's made adjustments to my watch. And so wearing this watch every night, not having to take it off and charge it, is a really big deal, because it's helped me a lot. So this is the Fitbit Versa 2. I sold the Apple 3 for $160 cash within an hour of me getting it. I was ready for that. And I went to Walmart and I got this for $159 and some odd cents after tax. So, like, absolutely perfect. So this is the Versa 2. The Versa 2 has Amazon on it. So I can either Amazon through my phone, or I can Amazon right through my watch. I mean, just touching it right now is telling me my heart rate's at 58 beats per minute, 47 resting. Gives you the date. It says I had 3 of 5 days of exercise, with Saturday being my 5th day. Gives me my time, my current heart rate, how many steps I'm at already in the day. I'm at 10,000 already right now. It gives me my calorie burn for the day. I'm already at 1,800 calories burned, and that includes just living. That includes the gym. That includes just living, just surviving. That's all counted, and it's constant. And so that's why I like the Fitbit. Nothing against the Apple Watch. It just doesn't work for what I want. I don't want all the apps and all that stuff that comes with an Apple Watch. It doesn't. Like, my friend was like, oh, we could have used a walkie-talkie feature. And I'm like, oh, I love you, but no. I don't want to use a walkie-talkie feature. I'll just pick up my fucking phone and put you on speakerphone if I want to do that. You know, it's like, no. That's the last thing I need, is somebody popping in on my wrist with a walkie-talkie feature. It does not talk back to me. I like that too, because I don't want people hearing anything. All I do is talk to Alexa. I tell it to set a time when I'm at the gym for something that I'm doing. It tracks all my heart rates. I know when I'm in fat burn, cardio, and peak. That's really vitally important to me. I think the Apple Watch does that too. But the app that I use with Fitbit, the FitBit app, is what I really like. And I like the fact that I'm growing that my friends, I'm growing there. And it's fun. And some of you guys are on YouTube watching this video right now, and you know what I'm talking about. And it's really fun. It's just a fun community, and I don't want to start over. So to answer your question, no, I do not have a crack on my screen, but I did, and that was the Fitbit Versa. This is the Versa 2, brand new yesterday. So take that marketing advice, that business advice, whatever. Sorry, I know I get off subject, but I try to answer questions as things come up. Run your business how you see fit. How I run my business is how I am comfortable running it. Doesn't mean it's the only way, but it's an option for you to think about. It's something that you can implement. Doesn't mean you have to charge $40 for a yard you want to get 50 bucks for. It just means that if you charge $40, what can that do for you? And is it worth it? And only you can answer that question. To me, it is. And I've explained why. I'd rather drop my ramp for $10, $40 yards on one street and burn $5 in fuel in my truck and never have to put my equipment up until I'm done than it is to ramp up, down, start, stop, go here, load up, unload, do this, do that. Oh, we're passing a Circle K, let's stop and get a drink because we're hot and we're tired. No, you can show up, you can do 10 yards and be done in 5 hours. And you can make 400 bucks in 5 hours because you're taking all the travel, you're taking everything out of the equation. And that's what matters. Now, you can do 10 yards and make $500, but you might not do it in 5 hours. It might take you 6.5, might take you 6, it might take you 7. You might not put $5 in your fuel tank for your truck. You might have to put 10 or 15. That's still a profit more. That's still more money in your pocket. You know, loading up, unloading, all that stuff. See, all that to me is a mental mind screw. I don't know. I don't want to say the F word on it, but that's a mental mind screw. I get irritated. I get frustrated when the sweat's in your eyes, you're dirty, you're hot, you're tired, you're thirsty, you got 2 more yards to do. It's tiring to put that damn machine up, put everything back on your trailer, get in your hot truck, drive down the road, go to another neighborhood, whatever, and start all over again. Take that edger off, fire up that edger. It's like, oh man, one more after this, you know. That's all mental mind screws that I try to avoid by not having to do that, by being able to stop in one area and do, like I can open my garage and I can mow 1, 2, 3, 4 yards just opening my garage. That's awesome. I love it. I mean, that's $160 at a $40 pop, but now I'm doing a $70 a month thing all year round. But that's making money instantly, and I don't, and when I'm done edging, I put it up and I don't touch it again. And that's awesome. I don't touch it again until I actually am going to another neighborhood, maybe to go do 3 yards at a stop, and then there's 7 yards done, and you're done. And I mean, that's 7, that's 4, $280. So without any extras or anything, you get $280, and you've gone from one house to the other house. And that's it. You've only loaded and unloaded your stuff once to go to the next place. So that's all the mental mind screw that I try to get rid of, and sometimes reducing the prices a little bit helps me get through my day a little bit better. It's a cost, but you do what you got to do. You run it how you want to run it. You don't let a YouTube guy tell you how to run your business. Just take some of the information and then say, okay, well, I can work with that. Maybe not $10 less than I want. Maybe I'll try $5 less than what I want. But when you got two $45 yards, and the lady that's in between those 2 yards comes out and says, oh, it'd be nice if we just did, how much are you getting? You say $45. Oh, God, I can't afford it. I'm on a fixed income. Shh. Make it 40. Make it 40, you got a deal. And you can be like, thanks, Dan. Because you might not have done that. You might have had that attitude where you watch other people, oh, I don't drop my ramp for less than $45, less than $50. But then you can remember, Dan, dude, get that $40. That $40, dude. The $5 that you saved just in not having some douchebag come in between your two properties and eventually steal them when you're sick, when it rains too much, when you get backed up, when something happens, it's worth it. And you can thank me for it. You can be like, yeah, that was Dan's attitude that changed my attitude. And so, you know, many ways to skin a cat. Your styles work fantastic, and my styles work fantastic. And when you put all that together and you form your own business model, you're a winner. You're going to win. All right? Remember, you can't pass somebody if you're in their tire tracks. So if you want to succeed, if you want to do really, really good, don't be afraid to watch what they're doing. And as they go into the curve, into the turn and everything, don't just be right in their tire tracks. Take what they're doing and grow with it. You know, maybe come out to the outside a little bit, maybe go to the inside a little bit. It's the only way you're going to get around and become number one in this industry or any other industry. Okay, I got to go into the law firm over here and get my check. I will see you guys later. Again, long-winded, but we got so much to talk about. I'll see you later.
Tell me about the list.